Alright, welcome everybody to another stream of Final, if you haven't seen the description, the last time we streamed, Lord Byron, Clive's uncle, arranged a deal to buy some crystals from some soldiers, and we're about to go and have a rendezvous with them, and this is all because this town is not prospering like it used to. And Lubor is requiring us to go and find out why, so that we can get through the gates on this side and complete our chase of Hugo Kupka. So let's continue forward. Okay, Ambrosia, let's go.
Fly, Ambrosia.
How is your mount faster than mine, Byron? Excuse me? Unfortunately, we can't take Ambrosia with us, which is a shame. I bet she'd be really good in battle, too. But you know what?
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
Oh, come on. Focus. Oh, I did.
It's not over yet, Uncle. I'm just getting warmed up.
Really? The private guard. Oh, okay. Ha! Cure. Down you go. That doesn't seem to do as much as I'd like it to. Poor birds. Sharp fang, steel silk, match dash, blah blah blah.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Sometime later.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Of all the... Ugh!
Here, wear this.
You accept the desert rose from Lubor.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
That's creepy.
You, Sid, or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
So one of the reasons why I find
Well, this is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while.
So one of the reasons why I find that, you know, those little instances where it says sometime later, some hours later, or whatever, is that one of my tenets of writing, one of my personal tenets of writing is that you should be kind of vague with time. Because you can get stuck into all kinds of holes if you're not. People will notice. Anyway, let's move on.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpets have
Take a sniff, good sir.
Needed to a
So,
silken softness.
I do have something to confess.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
This particular video,
Incense! Ha! They've opened the gate!
Lubor was true to his word.
this particular video is not blind. I did a Christmas Eve playthrough, and wouldn't you know it, I forgot to hit go live. So while I was playing and thought I was streaming, I was not in fact streaming. No one could actually see. So we're back here. And the next 2 hours of gameplay is not blind, so I do know what happens. And it should be good. It should be exciting.
You're a friend of Lubor's, aren't you? Everyone's getting their crystals now, if that's what you're worried about. So, let's leave it there, shall we? No sense making a mountain out of a molehill. Not now the vermin are gone.
Excuse me? Aren't you one of Kupka's men, or no?
Good day, my lord.
Yeah. Yeah, what I have is way better. Oh, right. One of the things that I want to do.
Here you are.
Guess I'll go ahead and get one of those since we don't have many of them. Okay, I think we're good on...
Thank you for your custom.
One of the things I want to do is change... Let's see. Yeah, this is the one I want to change. Yeah, we'll change it to this.
We should get going soon. Do you have...
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Tolmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
A plan. Clive doesn't have much in the way of plans. He's not Sokka. Ah, there we go. Whoops. Sorry. Sorry, Ambrosia. There we go.
Be safe.
Oh no. That's not what I wanted.
Let's go.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Yes, we shall. Let's go. Ooh, 3 desert roses. Looks like I didn't need to buy that one, but oh well.
What is this place?
This is the spring which provides the water for the Dalimil Inn's famous healing baths. I wouldn't mind having a dip myself. If we didn't have more pressing matters to attend to, of course.
You're finished!
I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the items here, and then we're gonna move on. Picking up a lot of those sharks.
Farewell!
This is so bright. Honestly, looks like this area is made of salt. Oh, I missed an item. 13 gil. Oh well, Gillo's Gil.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia.
Get that damned wagon fixed! Unless you'd rather our men in Dalimil starved.
The axle's gone, Captain. There's nothing I can do.
Sounds like a problem. But we're not gonna fix that one.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
I like how it taunts me just right there. As Clive was walking towards Drake's Fang, I saw the sparkle of an item. That's just mean. I have to admit, for a moment there, I was afraid that Lord Byron was saying, "Sorry, but I have to betray you." Thankfully, that was not the case, because that's kind of annoying. Anyway, let's keep going. I like that this little blurb here says, Drake's Fang, southwestern Dhalmekia. Unlike the other mother crystals of Valisthea that tower above the realm, Drake's Fang lies buried deep within a hollow crag scholars call a geode. I think that's pretty cool that this one's a little bit different and grows underground. But I do have to wonder, Sid is destroying these mother crystals. Doesn't that mean that the supply of mother crystals that are harvested, or not mother crystals, but the crystals that are used to, to do magics without bearers, doesn't that mean that that supply is going away because they're tied to the mother crystals? I don't know. I would think a lot more people would be kind of ticked off about Clive destroying the mother crystals if that was the case. But it's unclear if that's the case or not. Anyway, let's go. Do they even have prosthetics?
Fuck! Why do they start? What has that gutter rat done to me? Out of my sight, witch! I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A mother crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. All of
Didn't you?
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
You are creepy and your hair is bizarre. That's gross.
Orcs. Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Into the darkness.
Are the beastmen part of the Waloegian army now? How the hell did that happen? They spotted us.
And he kind of sounds like Hugo Kupka when he says, "Stay down!" Okay, not the right way to go. Over here.
Taken over the entire mine. So much for the men of the rock. Dalmekia's finest.
Here we go. Orcs are such a classic fantasy creature. It's kind of interesting that they've made an appearance here. Okay, just making sure I haven't missed anything. Oh, here we go. Nice. Okay, I think that's it. Here we go. Oh.
Stairs. This must be the way out.
Okay, I think I'm going to change my ability set. Instead of having Rama here, I think I'm going to do Titan. Okay. I like upheaval, alright. What? Punch forward, hold to wind up attack for increasing potency. Okay, we'll stick with that one for now. I still like these for my sort of miscellaneous items.
Time to fight.
Yeah, there we go. That sort of fire cyclone is awesome. That is a big dude.
I won't be sneaking past this one. How did they get in here?
Oh, come on. I dodged that.
Fire and save!
That's what I wanted.
Too slow.
Oh, come on. we go. That is a pretty wicked staff. Okay. I don't think there's anything in here. That's where I came from.
By the flames. Come on, Torgal. Kupka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Of course he did. The guy doesn't do anything halfway.
Let the trial begin.
What the hell?
With me, Torgal.
Trying to remember to use my awakening form more often since it charges so quickly. That's another move that I can charge, so I should take note of that. The favor of lightning. I get a lot of lightning stuff.
Seems we're expected.
No, really? You didn't just make a whole mess of the mines and the orcs?
So this is the power of Mythos.
Why does he keep calling them Mythos? Not that I...
Did the orcs do this too?
Yeah, not that I expect Hugo to actually care much about his men's well-being, but it seems kind of strange that he wouldn't know that this slaughter was taking place. But I can also imagine, with his hands being gone, he's quite self-absorbed and isn't thinking about anything other than his lack of hands.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
That is a pretty good question. But, I bet it's for you. But then I also have outside knowledge. I know that they're, this Harbored guy is, particularly interested in you. Harbored? I think that's what Hugo called him. Some opponents will use the ability Bravery to invigorate nearby allies, enhancing their performance in battle. Look for the Combat Up icon and defeat these targets quickly or risk taking extra damage. Oh, level 31.
First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima?
That seems like a reasonable conclusion. We don't know anything about Ultima. Dodging. think we came from there. Or maybe that's where we need to go. Actually, that's probably where we need to go.
You've been busy, Kupka. But where did you go? The heart. He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Torgal.
Plenty of potions around here, at least. That's nice. That's a pretty cool visual. The Inner Sanctum. Every time I see the Inner Sanctum, I think about,
Just what I needed.
Come on. There we go. Yeah. There he is. That's another cool shot.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Kupka!
There she is.
I swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
He's obviously hallucinating. She is naked.
Get away from her!
I find it very interesting that the fake Ifrit has yellow eyes. But Clive's eyes are just regular there.
I'll kill you, Roswell!
Yeah, a bit too little too late, Clive.
Not now.
What is this? Doing this? Is this Ultima that's giving him these headaches or whatever?
Come on. Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without. Come to me,
I'm honestly surprised that Ifrit would have made the bigger entrance than Titan. Alright, what's going on with whoever this is? Because this is not Joshua. Clive. I do wonder if Titan got back to his if Titan ever got back to his you know, human form. I keep forgetting I don't have extra moves. Better than I was doing the last time I played this. And what I mean by that is that I did a really good job of laying damage onto him, but I didn't do as good a job of making sure that I stayed away. So we kind of kept even, but he had more damage than I did. Brimstone. Clive has learned the ability Brimstone from Titan. Hold and release right trigger plus X to emit a violent explosion. Hold RT plus X longer to increase explosion size and strength. Press A at any time to cancel the charge without triggering the explosion. Ifrit is invulnerable to damage while charging Brimstone. Suffering an attack, however, will automatically trigger the explosion.
Let's give this a try.
Evasion. Surprised Lord Byron wouldn't at least stick around to watch, well, to oversee. I'm sure he probably never could have expected that it would, you know, be this dramatic, but it is Titan we're talking about here. Titan's huge. The fight almost certainly would have been epic. And, excuse me, and now we got Ursula Titan. sure that I was actually able to, This transformation kind of reminds me of like Resident Evil, specifically Resident Evil 2, where William Birkin ate the G-Virus. Okay, let's do some fighting. Haha. Firelight things. There we go. That was a very quick stagger. Fortunately, because of Titan's size, him trying to swat me is like trying to swat a fly. He's so much slower. saving my other move for when he brings his knuckles down. Yeah, like this. Except I wasn't allowed to use my move. Big chunk damage. I can just jump over the I'm allowed to do about 200,000 damage before it's like, alright, you're done with staggered. Ow.
You're mine.
Kamehameha! Notice the ones that I can the rocks that I can hit are the ones with like blue veins on them. Coming up on them.
Heads up, Hugo. Your time.
does it take to kill this guy? Jeez. I was able to dodge it somehow. I was able to do 300,000 damage there. Did that not actually do any damage? That kind of sucks. Wow, 600,000 damage.
Ether from the mother crystal.
finally kill this dude. Jeez. Takes forever. Yes. Die. Titan slain. Ah. Earth and Fury. Where'd you get a fire sword from? Told you you'd destroy Drake's Fang, Clive. Oh, look. There's Hugo. Turned to stone from his greed of using ether. Now Clive is bleeding from his nose. Who are you already? Criminy. Is that Ultima?
Is that you, Ultima? What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
When you say created, do you mean like, his presence was prophesized?
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
There's Torgal. Torgal does a very good job of making himself scarce when there's big fights happening.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks.
I don't think you actually believe that. You didn't think he was actually wiser.
Strong. Your Majesty.
But Mythos is stronger.
Okay, when I first saw this guy, I thought he was Clive's father.
For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Holy Order of the Knights Dragoon, north of the... I didn't quite...
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
I wonder if that's the real reason why the Empire, or Emperor...
Forgive me, Terence.
His son is falling out of his favor.
You were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor.
How?
What is the meaning of this?
My father's orders. What were they? Quickly! Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
Joshua made tracks.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
All right, let's head back to the hideaway. Can't go anywhere else. Joshua did mention that he was trying to find Prince Dion and hoping to recruit him as an ally. But to what end, we don't really know, because even though we've seen a fair amount of Joshua, he's...
I'd better give Otto the good news.
The story is making sure his cards are staying close to his chest. I promised myself I'd help this guy.
Blighted bilge. Is everything all right? Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses. The lake water doesn't agree with it, then? That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rock for a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him. Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost. Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over. Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Sure, we'll prioritize it. Okay, so if there's anyone watching, I did notice that it said that someone had spoken in chat. Unfortunately, I can't see whatever you might have written in chat. It's not showing up for some reason. So I'm very sorry. I'm not deliberately ignoring you. I was waiting to see if it would actually show up, and it hasn't. So I'm sorry.
Give me 50 good boards, 8
I can try to Didn't mean to do that. Trying to see if I can refresh this. Maybe get... Oh, there we go. Zomber! Nice to see you. It is an odd thing to say about dominance. So apparently I had top chat on, not live chat, and so that's why I couldn't see messages. I can see them now. Yes. I do like rock climbing, but my my wall is now destroyed, so I guess I'll have to find a new hobby. Okay, let's go up here. And I just find it very strange, the whole story, excuse me, the whole story with Prince Dion. Like, his father is emperor because Dion is the dominant. Why would you throw that away and make Olivier the emperor? Also, doesn't the emperor have to be dead in order for another to become an emperor? Like, what is going on with that? Did the Empress poison Her Majesty? I don't know. It's all very, very strange. I'm sure I'm gonna learn soon.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Well, no surprises there. It was the same after Drake's breath.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
They can.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movement since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
I suppose to some extent a lot of people, you know, as venerated as the dominants are, I imagine a lot of the people, like the emperors and the kings, see the dominants strictly as a tool and not really as a person.
If you're desperate to know more about Waloed, Vivian's your girl. But if I were you, I'd be heading straight to my bed.
Odd for a boy from the Imperial barracks, eh?
It's good to have you back. I was worried.
Well, you definitely had a right to be worried. It was quite the battle.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Quick look.
Yeah, so I find this interesting that apparently quests in other empires just populate here. It's not really a separate kind of quest thing.
Think you can help?
Yeah, we'll see. To Vivian!
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
Surprisingly
enough. May have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waloegians.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waloegians must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
Two crystals
The
left.
kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed standard.
Fewer
Odin will
dominants.
ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the royalist betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Will do, but first, kind of going back to the issue of the dominance. Oh, new crafting recipe is available at the Black Hammer. Great. Prince Dion. So we have not seen much of Prince Dion. Just a few scenes here and there. However, the few scenes that we've seen, we can come to the conclusion that Prince Dion is loyal to his father and the kingdom. And just now he was talking about how the fighting could mean thousands of innocents will die. So he cares about the common folk to some extent. He's not a power-hungry dominant like Titan, or it sounds like Odin with King Barnabas. So Prince Dion's father, after noting his treason, probably thought, you know, Prince Dion might be treacherous, which I don't think we can safely say that he really was committing treason. That just seems to be a figment of the Emperor's imagination. But I think it's pretty safe to guess that the Emperor is not concerned that Prince Dion will do anything particularly rash to try and regain his throne. It's unlikely he would do something as barbaric, I guess, as, you know, killing a child, especially his half-brother. But I guess we'll see, because of course this has the Empress's grimy hands all over this maneuver. She's like Lysa Arryn and Cersei Lannister, kind of all rolled up into one. But she's a far more effective Cersei than Cersei ever was. But she's more about short-term gains than long-term outcomes. Like, she still thinks that Clive is dead. Kupka told her otherwise, but she didn't want to believe it. And that blindness is definitely going to get her killed. And she doesn't even know that Joshua is still around, as far as we know. I think it's pretty safe to say that she thinks Joshua is dead. And Prince Dion thought Joshua was dead too. So I'm really curious if there's going to be any interaction between Prince Dion, the Empress, and Joshua. I would like to see those fireworks fly. Okay, time to spread the word. Okay. Oh, speak with Karen, speak with Blackhorn, speak with Harpocrates. Karen, you're right here. Oh, look, Torgal's already made his way to you.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
Oh, don't get sentimental on us, Karen.
Welcome home, Clive. I was hoping you'd be back soon.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning.
100%.
For a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Shouldn't we also be telling, Sid's daughter? And of course, I can't remember her name now. I think maybe I go too long between playthroughs.
Not bad for a boy from the Imperial Barracks, eh?
I mean, that's just Karen.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
Clive, chastise them.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
But of course we know that Joshua knows about Ultima. He must have found something out about Ultima's powers.
Thanks to Sid. I'm sure they're looking down at us now and smiling. I'm smiling.
Let's celebrate, guys. We're gonna have a big feast.
What do I have to eat to grow as tall as you, Mr. Stilts?
Mr. Stilts. I mean, kid, aren't you taller than Mr. Stilts? The birds probably love this little hideaway since they managed to, like, clear the taint from the water. Trying to find Sid's daughter. I thought
she started reading books that don't have any pictures in. Let's do that.
Think Mid might need some help.
Mid.
tidying up that workshop.
Think Mid might need well-meaning souls to leave her alone. She has it how she likes it.
Mid, that's her name. Kids, reading books without pictures is freaking awesome. Just so you know. Read more.
Lovely breeze, isn't it?
I don't think I've ever been up here.
Catch your death sleeping out here.
I know. I'm too full to move.
I hear you've been busy making friends, Sid. Your predecessor. Why, he even extended the hand of friendship to me. Not once, but twice.
How long have you been here? Also, you seem to be the suspicious character that led Kupka's men to our last hideaway, sir. Of course, Clive doesn't know that. Oh, right. Mid's this way. Down here.
If I don't come up with something soon.
It's okay, Mid. You are a kid. And yes, young 20-somethings are kids. Okay, I'm gonna go speak with Otto. Oh, let's talk with this hopeless romantic.
When it comes to boyish charm, Goops has an indomitable rival in Gav. One is the sweet little babe in arms to be cooed over. The other, the naughty little boy who'd pull on my pigtails.
I get it's supposed to be like an innocent comparison, but describing grown men as babies and children is kind of weird.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something? Just spreading the word. So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed. No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news. Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him. You're right. I should. And I will. Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tong down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Where is the old
Very
sod's
well.
grave?
I'll suggest it.
I guess we'll find out soon. Go speak with Mid.
We're seeing troops amassing.
Apparently, I should have seen Otto first. But before we do that... Okay, we can go. Sweet. Here we are. The Slay Thorny Thistles at Curltail Falls. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this real quick. Give us a little break between story. I was about to say, I don't even think Torgal's with us. The game is struggling a smidge, so I wouldn't be surprised if the stream struggles a little bit. Oh, this was really easy.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth.
Like this will give you less trouble. He sounds like Hugo when he does that. Enemies slain. Pitcher wax.
I can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Yeah, that was fast. And of course, puts us at the top here, so I have to go down.
Welcome home, Sid. Didn't know you had that.
Kinda need our boat.
Did you find me some wax? Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo.
Argo. So your boat has a name. I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as my old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Badge of Might. Nice. I don't want to live back in, like, medieval times, period, but it kind of would be nice if we just had simple professions like, oh, I'm gonna be a ferryman. And that's it. Like, I can see the appeal in just that. Okay, let's go talk to Mid.
It's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
We're seeing troops amassing at every corner.
Think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
Of course she'd be involved in a ship.
Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines.
Nice.
And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
Pretty important.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Really? You could not make the trip to Blackthorn yourself? That just seems kind of silly. Okay, I was gonna say...
I just started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
It hasn't been.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo, and do you know what it did? Only went and bloody bit me.
So, Mid was talking about a ship on the water, but, you know, they keep talking about these ruins being an old airship, and I would not be surprised in the least if we ended up with an airship.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. I'd spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
I know. Clive, I'm going around killing the likes of Hugo Kupka and everyone's...
Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavinotto in here, will you?
All right.
I'm glad we didn't actually have to go and get Gavinotto.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual saw grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Letting off steam.
Up to you who you take to the desert. I mean, Gav's good in a fight, but he don't have my winning personality.
Ah, don't listen to him. You'll be in the lowest of low company with either of us.
Yeah. Clive, I defeated Hugo Kupka, and everyone's just like, great, run these errands for me. Like...
He cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
It's
It's
Clive,
no joke.
of course he did.
Drake's fang is gone. There's nothing left of it.
You going after the Stardust then, are you?
Of course I
Which
am.
one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Oh man, we've not really been able to travel much with Gav, and so I'm tempted to pick him, but Otto, we've never had the opportunity to travel with him. Like, at all.
Gav, you're with me.
All right then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Valcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Valcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river. While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supply. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting him fleece ya.
Fleece me? I'd like to see him try.
In your own time.
This all sounds very easy, however, we have gone past my usual streaming time, so I am gonna go ahead and just wrap this up. We can look forward.
Who hurt your mother and father is gone. I'm sure they're looking down on us now and smiling.
I'm smiling too. Yeah, me too.
Let's go here where it's a bit quieter and I won't be distracted. by conversation. Thank you, Zomber, for coming by and watching the stream. I'm sure you'll enjoy the first half that you didn't catch. But unfortunately, I accidentally streamed the whole fight with Kupka, but I didn't actually stream it. I forgot to hit go live, and that's why no one saw anything on Christmas Eve. So unfortunately, it was not blind. I did do much better than I did the last time that I fought Kupka, but not by a whole lot. I didn't die this time, which is good. However, my reaction to the story elements is certainly a bit more lackluster, because the first time I went through it, there probably would have been a counter to how many times I said, "What?" So, yeah. A whole lot of weird stuff kind of went down around the Hugo Kupka fight, and it was, yeah. It was startling. Anyway, thank you for stopping by. I hope anyone who's watching had a good time, and Happy New Year. And I hope the new year is good for everybody. See you around, Zomber. Don't party too hard. Oh, I can't go around? Really? Gotta go all the way over? Fine. There we go. Yeah, see you next week. Goodbye.